You're just unhappy with your life. You're continuously running after something. You're still searching. Same like in the very beginning. What gives you peace is the understanding. Whatever rises will decline.
Where you place the mind, where you place the attention, this is where the energy goes.
What gives you peace is to really understand the interplay of those two forces. Same like in the very beginning. What gives you peace is the understanding. Whatever rises will decline. Once you really grasp it and understood this deeply, whatever rises will disappear. Whatever appears will disappear. So what's the conclusion? I won't put my whole being upon whatever arises, or I also won't put my whole being into whatever disappears, because I just meanwhile have seen it. Whatever appears, disappears. The main question is, who is the one who is able to realize it? That is the stable point. That is the stable point. That is the one that doesn't come from somewhere and that doesn't go anywhere. It's there, present at all times. And this is where you stay. This is where the mind stays. And then suddenly, like everything that happens in the world, it's like you can witness it, but be free of yourself being hooked upon anything. You just see it. You just see it's unfolding. You're just unhappy with your life. You're continuously running after something. You're still searching. Maybe your emotional states are like unpredictable, unhealthy signs of the body, pain in the body, not able to sleep at night, not able to enjoy, even if it's a beautiful, sunny, free day with your family, being with your children, but not being able to stay present there. Things like this, little things. I break it down very simple. It's the same as you tie your life quality and whatever you experience simply upon your body, your role, or your persona. Same. What's the result? Sufferings come. The suffering's gonna come. Why? Because you can't maintain it. Very simple. No philosophical excursion here or so. This is where in the ancient text, number one, just to pull something from the past now into the present moment. The story about what nowadays we call the Buddha, Prince Siddhartha Gautama. His father was a king and had a kingdom. Inside this kingdom, he kept his son, this prince, and wanted to save this prince from even going outside of the kingdom, just to stay with all the luxury, staying also and being surrounded only by young people. So pretending that suffering does not exist in the world, that aging does not exist in the world, that cruelty does not exist in the world. But no matter how hard that king tried, that prince felt something's off, something's not right. So he went out of this kingdom. He fled the kingdom of his father. And the first four things that is being said that this prince witnessed was aging exists in this world. Getting sick exists in this world. Growing old exists in the world. And dying exists in the world. So what is it trying to tell us? You can't run away from the facts of our worldly existence. We all grow old. We all at some point get sick. And we all at some point gonna lose what you regard right now as this body. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense on the long term to live a life denying this. Of course, I'm not saying neglect your body and don't take care of it. This is like also another misconception. What I'm saying is whoever gifted us this body, we should respect it exactly like this as a gift. And a gift which is precious, you take care of it naturally. But besides that, I do feel like to now, what comes together with this trend now is also that already the mind has been framed and has been shaped, that there is a specific type of appearance, a specific type of how is somebody supposed to look in order to be regarded as beautiful. But it's mind-made. the stronger you pull that bow, the harder you pull it, well, the harder one day it's gonna just return back. So meaning the more extreme you push it, the more extreme you're gonna face the consequence. There's no way to avoid this. So if you are extremely relying on your appearance, you're gonna suffer because you will realize you will not be able to maintain it anymore at some point. And what you postponed to take into consideration during your time when you could, by ignoring it, you will face it at some later point, but it's gonna happen. Yes? And so the simple fact is, I'm also not saying people are not supposed to do it. This is not what I'm saying. What is important is, why are you doing it? The true inner intention, what is it? And if you say, yeah, because I'm attached to my looks, then the only thing I'm saying is, it is a very shallow way of life. That's what it is.
Where you place the mind, where you place the attention, this is where the energy goes. I place my attention somewhere else, my energy goes somewhere else. And this is the reason why when I sit here, when I'm physically here, my energy is also here. Because if not, if you are physically sitting here, but your attention is somewhere else, it's a hollow shell and it feels differently. And if I walk through the city, I know when I walk. When I talk, I know I talk. When I do a movement, I know I do the movement. When I work, I work. When I sleep, I sleep. When I eat, I eat. You do things in harmony. You do things as a one unit. You don't sit here and think about the holidays. And then you travel to the holidays, but you are thinking about work. This is the type of, you see, it's conflicting because you have too many misaligned areas of your life. So now, previously, I tried to explain a little bit this general idea of the approach. Simplify your life. Yeah. So the more separated you see things in your life, the more complicated it is to manage all of it. And it can be expressed and really trained and felt just by like this inhale, exhale. At some point, it even becomes that you really feel that the mind also actually starts to arrive in the present moment. Meaning, why is it so important? Because a lot of stress is also related to the fact of you are sitting here, but the mind is dwelling about something from the past. Or your body is here, but the mind is jumping into the worries of the future. So already a big part of de-stressing yourself is remain more in the present moment. This is already one way to integrate. Second thing is, let's assume you don't do these movements. Nevertheless, it is a practice to always observe yourself and catch yourself directly. When the mind is starting to create his next illusion in order to make you suffer. Whether you walk in London streets and then start to dwell about something, but ask yourself, why? Why is it necessary? And does it change anything for you to now dwell on something that already happened? Do you have an influence on that or not? So the regulation of thoughts is a very important aspect along this line. There are people who have a lot of impact, regardless of what type of thought. It really is a lot, but they in a way still can maintain, but it's the pressure. They're still maintaining and functioning with the pressure on them. This is one type of person. But there are also other people who break with the first challenge, who don't have any type of resilience at all. So first of all, the question is, what type of being are you? When I think about myself, I have very stressful days, and based on my education and on my training, I'm simply able to endure for a long time and remaining inside being pressurized. My problem is that at some point, even me, I need a valve. But I'm able to let things build up. So it has positive things, it also has negative things. But in general, living this life is not easy. So it starts with that fact. It's not that you're getting born and now can expect that everything is going to bow to you and give you a beautiful life. No, in a way, at least this is my observation, at some point, sometimes you also have to, in a way, express the willingness that you are also willing to sacrifice something about you to get what you want. Now, everybody wants something, but the question is if you are actually also willing to sacrifice what is needed to get what you want. And in the same way, it goes now with the ability of taking the workload, taking the pressure, taking the critics, taking the conflicts. So somewhere along the line, the ability to regulate yourself in a world that tries to bend you. This is what it is. It will never happen that you walk through this lifetime and everybody's gonna bow to you. It's not gonna happen. No matter how good you think you live your life, what you have brought to the world, there will always be something or someone. There will be a natural force that is always testing you. If you are able to remain straight, and this is what it is, to remain straight, to really practice, even if you feel like, okay, this is now really, really unfair. Internally you feel, I actually don't deserve this conversation right now. And you still receive it all. But this is exactly it. What would the majority of the people nowadays do? It feels unfair, get angry, and boom, express
React.
out the same way. Yeah, but you have seen it. Everybody has done it. It is never the solution. It never was. It never will be. So what is the way? It is about right now finding ways and taking the responsibility back into your own hands. And this approach of everybody in this world is responsible for my misery is not working. It's not working. And at some point, when you don't stop with this, I do think you are on the wrong path. But in the moment where you really start reflecting, okay, I'm in this current situation right now. Is there a possibility that maybe it's really my doing? It has been my decisions. It has been my behavior. It has been my way of how I lived the past that I'm here. Of course, also including some circumstances maybe. But still, there is your part also that led you to the situation where you are right now. So if you don't see life as this, then the main question is, okay, so you ended up where you are, unhappy right now, but you say you didn't do it. So who you want to blame right now? And what does it ultimately mean? It means that the last 40 years, who was running your life then? And the point is, self-mastery means we are all students. But there is the hope, there is the faith, there is the possibility that there is something residing inside of you that you can bring out, that master. And yeah, this is what I would like to encourage more and more people to understand, that you don't need to travel the world and look for somebody above there and worship them. You should, in a way, bring out your own best version or the master. The only reason to change anything about our life actually would be if that change that we are looking for is ultimately resulting in the fact that we're gonna feel better. We usually wouldn't go for any type of change knowing it's going to make us feel worse than where we are right now. So the whole idea is changing for the better. So now the question, where you are finding yourself right now, you say you want to change to the better. It expresses to me as you need to become light, you need to become free, and you need to liberate from the things that are holding you down. So first question right now is, what is it that is weighing down on you? And if it is what happened to you in the past, well, you need to solve it. Whether you take responsibility for it or not, the fact is there is something, it's still weighing down on you and it needs to be solved. And this is the way why sometimes we say, in order to become light, sometimes we need to look very, very deep, where it looks dark, where the light hasn't been placed upon yet inside of yourself. So meaning also all the areas that everybody does it, hides from the public. Yeah, on the one side, you know exactly what you share with the public, but you know exactly what you don't want to share with the public. And going even deeper, there is even something where you yourself maybe don't even want to go there anymore. But this is the only way in order to make everything that is dark and heavy inside of you to start becoming light. You need to shine the light where it hasn't been before.